Hello, everybody. I'm Matthew Brune here with Colin Mitchell. And Colin, it's time for the Cleveland Cavaliers to make their pick. Obviously, they've picked point guards in the last two drafts: Darius Garland, Colin Sexton. We know they don't have. We know they have Andre Drummond, Kevin Love still. Then it's not much else.
Yep.
And we know that they were really bad last year. So we're looking at a team that needs wing help primarily, and then I think if you look at it from they could also use some bigs as well, because you don't anticipate Drummond and Love being the future for that team. So, where do you think they go here, and what do you expect?
I personally see two players. You can only take two players here, either Isaac Okoro or Obi Toppin. One, because Obi Toppin, again, we talked about this before, we don't know what his ceiling could be, but we know that his floor is really good only because he can score so well on the offensive end. And then you have Isaac Okoro, who can, on the other end of the floor, can defend so well. And I think that's what this team needs. Like you said, they need a wing. They need a guy that can come in immediately and do something. And I think both those guys have skills that can translate to the NBA.
I will also throw out Denny Avdia.
Denny Avdia is a good one as well.
Even though I think that I would take Isaac Okoro if I were the Cavaliers, because you have Darius Garland, you have Colin Sexton, you have Kevin Love, Andre Drummond, all of whom need the ball in their hands. And even if you don't have Kevin Love or Andre Drummond when the season starts, you still have guards who are going to be ball dominant.
Yep.
And I like Okoro's as a prospect of a 3-and-D type player right off the bat, where he was able to make some threes in college, and even though he didn't shoot well in college, that was 9 months ago.
Yep.
Like, think about that. Like, we are a long ways away from
almost
his
a
days
year.
at Auburn. Yeah,
almost
we're a long ways away. By the time the season starts, it will almost be a year. And so I feel like he's going to be good enough this year, but it's not about this year. Remember, it's about next year and the year after that. So this team is drafting for 2 years from now. That's what they're drafting for right now. And I think Isaac Okoro has to be the pick here. I have no problem if they pick Denny Avdia, just because he is a quality player that I think is capable. But anybody besides those two, and who did you say?
Obi Toppin.
Obi Toppin, yeah, I'm cool with Obi Toppin as well, even though I have Obi Toppin personally.
I have him 14.
17. You have him at 14. We have concerns about his defense. We have concerns about his upside, even though he's a very, very skilled offensive player. Could I throw another name out there? Devin Vassell. We saw Patrick Williams just go.
Devin Vassell's good too. I'd be hesitant on him only because he's kind of like a jack of all trades, master of none. And I think the Cavs need an elite skill that can translate. And I think they both Isaac Okoro, and Obi Toppin both fill those roles. You mentioned Denny Avdia. I actually like that pick as well because he kind of almost comps to Kevin Love in a way, in the way that he passes.
Yeah.
And then he could kind of be a good mentor for that, the shooting. It doesn't have to be knocked down like, Steph Curry, but if you can hit the corner three like Kevin Love does, I think that's a good comp as well.
Yeah, Denny Avdia's value is largely going to be his shooting in a lot of ways. Like, can he make open threes, which is what they're going to need from him. Now, we've seen Anthony Edwards, James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, and Patrick Williams go the first 4 picks. And I'm assuming that the Cavaliers are going to have their pick in here. I'm thinking that it's Isaac Okoro. Maybe ESPN knows something. Oh, there's Tyrese Maxey has a baby as well.
Jalen Smith.
But I'm trying to think.
What would be a surprise pick for you? We just saw Patrick Williams
Halliburton.
go. That's a surprise pick.
That would be a surprise pick for me because they already have guards, but also I think 5 is too early for him anyways, personally. But he is a good player, and if they see him as the best player available, then
that would tell me that they want to blow it up already. Only because like you just said, they have Kobe. Okay, here we go. Let's see.
In the 2020 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Isaac Okoro.
There it is.
That's the pick. Great pick.
That's the pick.
Great pick. Why are they not getting more excited here?
Right,
yes. Look, this like they just realized it. Good. Congratulations to Isaac Okoro.
They didn't want to go to the Cavs.
They don't want to go to Cleveland. Personally, I have Isaac Okoro as the number 3 player on my board. You have him at number 10. Obviously, I'm not going to avoid that there are questions about his offense. Like, that's a glaring issue. But at the worst on his offense, I think that his athleticism is going to allow him to finish at the rim and dunk on people in a way that will get him to the free throw line, will get him opportunities for other teammates as well.
He's a good passer.
Yeah, he's a solid passer. It's really just his jump shot and his scoring ability that needs to come along. But if nothing else, his defense is just incredible.
And think about it this way: at the very least, he's a Lou Dort. at the very least.
Very, very, very least.
And we talked about how important defensive wings are in another video we have on our channel. Like, Isaac Okoro is probably one of the safest picks in the draft outside of those top 3 guys that went earlier because of his defense. He's going to be the guy that, Lou Dort went undrafted, I think.
Yeah, I believe
and
so.
He locked down James Harden.
Yeah.
Isaac Okoro can do the same thing.
Yeah, you're looking at like an OG Anunoby.
Yep.
DeAndre Hunter was picked last year with a similar build, and I think DeAndre Hunter's going to have a fine career as well. I think he has a little more upside than DeAndre Hunter, but 19 and a half years old. I think that Isaac Okoro, we shot 51.5% from the field last year. I'm very, very happy with this pick from the Cavaliers standpoint, and I think that this is what they needed, and I think they have a strong core right now for the future.
Yep.
I like it. I like what they're doing right now.